Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kent's film review. This is my second video of this YouTube channel. My first video was me introducing myself of this channel. This is my second YouTube channel. I got a sports channel, a story from another time. That's the link in the description in the other YouTube video, my first video I made. Anyway. But here, this is my first review on this channel, my first video review, and the movie I'm reviewing is Grease, the 1978 film. I've seen Grease on the TV guide a couple of times, and I've seen bits and pieces of it in the past of Grease. Never got a chance to watch it. However, I did watch the Broadway musical when I went on the Royal Caribbean a couple of years ago. That was fun, and I gave it a chance to watch it, and I really did like this movie. I watched it a few minutes ago just to do the review of this movie. Grease, the 1978 film. In this movie review, will have spoilers, so you've been in the movie. You haven't seen Grease, go check it out. It's on Paramount Plus, or you can do what I did and watch YouTube. You watch it on YouTube. You can be crazy for and pay them. You know the point. You know what I mean. Grease, the movie, is based on the Broadway musical, was credited in 1971. By Jim Jacobs and Warner Cathy. I had to look that up. It was about a group of his life growing up. The Grease is about his life growing up in the 1950s, and how being a cool gang and doing sex and doing all that stuff. The difference in the Broadway musical and the movie is that the Broadway musical is more adult themed than the movie. The movie does some changes to that to make it fit for the movie. I'm here to review the Grease, the movie. Again, 1978 movie. The Grease, the movie. Again, spoilers. If you don't want to watch this review, watch it later, go watch it. It's on Paramount Plus. Again, it's on YouTube. Anyway, Grease is directed by, see here. Shoot, where is they directed? Oh yeah, Randall Carrington was the directed by Grease. He did a very good job of his movies. Grease is about the love story between a character named Danny Zuko, and a young lady named Sandy Olsen. Sandy Olsen is played by Olivia Newton-John, and Danny Zuko is played by John Travolta. Very talented actors. Olivia Newton-John is the character Sandy is Australian in the movie, while the Broadway musical she is American. The reason why she's Australian because she couldn't switch her accent to change to American in the movie. So the writers ran out to make her Australian. I think Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta was the right choice for the part. I've never seen Sandy. I can never imagine Sandy and Danny Zuko played by different actors. But Olivia Newton-John, right choice, and John Travolta, right choice. The story starts off with Sandy and Danny Zuko at the beach in the beginning of the film. When they showing their love, he finally showing on the castle. You got a tiny point that foreshadowing it. Danny and Zuko might not be meant for each other, but it turned out at the end that they do. That that Danny's kissing her a lot and said, "Danny, this is too much." Are we going to see each other again? Perhaps. And we get cut to the intro of the movie. The intro animation of the intro is great. I'm a big fan of animation. The animation intro was made by Disney veterans. The Grease intro. That intro was very popular. The intro was put into the Broadway musical as of now. It's seen by the Pink Ladies and the T-Bird gang. We cut to Raydale High School, the fictional high school, and you see that Danny Zuko and his buddies, Kendrick, Julie and Snoop, how you can pronounce this guy's name, and his other guy, I forgot his name too. Jeff Conway plays Kendrick, the character. He's a good character in the movie too, as well. on the other side in the movie, that it turns out that Sandy moved from Australia to the United States, and she's hanging out with Fringy. Fringy's played by Didi Kakani. Fringy is also a good character in the role that she met. They go on to schools, and then the snooty kid character get met with the principal. How he ain't doing that great. He back talked to her. It's a classic thing. It's what teenagers do. They did a very good job. The actors does a very good job acting like teenagers and what teenagers act. In the homeroom, and Danny smacked him on the face. You see him smoking a cigarette. Back then, there's no age limit to smoke. Anyway, after the class is over, you see the gang went outside to the track field and stand outside of the bench of the T-Bird gang. Danny and his friends hanging out. You see the snooty character being a pervert, looking on the girl's vest. Today, that dude probably gets smacked in the face, but it works. 1950s. It's so much 1950s nostalgic in this movie. And all the Elvis references in the movie. Anyway, his friends asked Danny about what he did this summer again. And Danny said, look, you don't want to hear the corny things. What's going on? Come on. And then the song picks up. And then meanwhile, you got Fringy with Jen and Marty and Rizzo. Betty Rizzo said, you meant to be from some guy? And she said, you should give me a break, you should not trust him. Something like that. Betty Rizzo is played by, I forgot to mention, Sandrick Connolly. She did a very good job playing this role. By the way, the actors in this movie is older. Olivia Newton-John is 29 years old at the time. John Travolta was 24, and Betty Rizzo is 33 years old. And they nailed it as their characters. And Fringy asked Sandy, what you did this summer? And she said, I met a boy there. It was amazing. And the song, and then the T-Bird asked Dan, hey, Dan, what you did? Come on. Go back, and the song played, The Summer Night, Summer Love. And the song is great. The song Summer Night is amazing. And they sing how they sing. As Sandy said, it was so romantic during the song. What Danny said, it's kind of getting laid or some stuff like that. And then I don't think it didn't happen. During the song, I like how the characters reacted to Sandy, and they're asking them, tell me more. The guys and the girls going back and forth. It's not this great storytelling between that Danny and Sandy's telling this story. It's really good. And you can look at the dancing. My favorite part about it, when you got Rizzo there, she just sitting there. Good acting, no dialogue. She just sitting there and not giving a hoot. When Patty, by the way, I watched the Broadway musical. I'm not a big fan of the Patty character, but this is about the movie. Story telling another time. And when there's coming around dancing, it's looking that Rizzo going to have a little bit of rivalry with Sandy, not being her first friend. And you see her kick Patty against Sandy. It's really good storytelling. And after the song was over, they're moving on. And you cut the scene to the Plaque rally when Sandy's a cheerleader, and you see the Pink Ladies and the T-Bird gang also. Also, you see the villains of the movie, the Scorpions. You see those guys are the villains and became their rival with Kendricks and also Danny as well. The goal is to have the rights to the Pink Ladies. I like and tell that the Pink Ladies, lead by Rizzo, bring over there. First, they did not know who this boy is, and she told them earlier, I forgot to mention that her boyfriend is Danny Zuko. And the lady's like, I'm not sure about that. You can look at and tell that they know who Danny Zuko is, and that Danny might not be the right. She don't know him that well. And Fringy said earlier, well, you gotta go to class, Sandy. Great. Anyway, they bring Sandy around, and then to Danny and then Sandy see Danny, and Danny's like, Sandy, what are you doing here? Danny's kid, John Travolta's kid, Danny's kid is, what are you doing here, Sandy? And I thought we had a change of plans, as Sandy said. And I like it, this part, to make this love story counts. That Danny says to Sandy, you know, baby, it's probably two of us, and I like her reaction. Olivia Newton-John and Danny Zuko and John Travolta nails it. She said, you are fake, and I wish I never made eyes on you. And I like the Rizzo is smiling at her. Her performance by Shanley, sorry I can't pronounce her name, is great as an actress. The 33-year-old actress at this time did an amazing job. You can see her smiling like that. Great acting, great performances. Then they left, and Fringy points out, I like Fringy. She's also a good character and also a nice person. Tells Sandy, it was coming to my house, and we got a sleepover. And get another song, they're picking on her. Sandy, I like it. She was going to ask to get her ears pulled. Here's another deal. Sandy's a little different from and she's thinking, maybe I not be the right person for hanging out with the pink lady. I love the love. I'm going to get the story back to the story in the film. I like the love romance between Danny and Sandy. The night when Sandy moved to the United States from Cindy, Australia, and Danny already hanging out with his T-Bird game, you can see that they're under peer pressure between his boys, the T-Bird games, and she's under pressure by the pink ladies. I also like it that the character Danny and Zuko and Sandy Love starts out slacking after they first been apart, because she ain't too sure if she should date him or not. Anyway, back to the story. And you get to the part that you get to the best one of the top songs I like. You get Rizzo. When Sandy goes in the bathroom, she's saying, "Look at me, I'm Sandra D. I don't drink, I don't smoke." I really like Rizzo's character. She's a type of girl, the mean girl stereotype that we like, It's like that in every high school. There's always the mean person in that high school, and Cendric does a very good job playing her. Skipping over to the part after Rizzo leave and go out with Kendrick, you get the very good scene that Sandy might be a little bit different from our pink lady friend, her new friend. She's a member of the pink lady, and you get the song. What's it called? Love and Devotion song, when she's singing to herself, and that she ain't too sure she should go out with Danny or not. Later on, you see the Kendricks and Betty Rizzo. By the way, Rizzo's first name is Betty. She goes by Rizzo. Going by someone's last name was a thing. It's always a thing. It was like a thing when I was in school, probably been like 3 years. I had some friends, and I can mention names that went by their last name. And I'm really liking the character of Betty, Rizzo, and Kendricks in this scene. The fact they're making out, and Kendricks recognized that the condom, laugh out loud, is broken. He got the condom in 7th grade. And Betty's like, what the hell? We'll do it anyway. And yet the Scorpion dude shows up. Great scene. And crashes car. He's like, these people, the villains are good. These people are being assholes. When I watch the TV and see these villains, I have flipped them off. I gave them the middle finger because these people are dicks and assholes. Anyway, we see the part that next that the gang went to the diner. Sandy's was a different guy, and then you get to the part that Danny's jealous of him. Sandy sings like move on, but she can't move on. But then, meanwhile, Danny is trying to. This is the part. Danny's trying to get her back. She's trying to get Sandy back, but right now Sandy ain't interested in Danny. She's dating someone else. Then you get to the part. Meanwhile, you get to Danny trying out with sports, trying different sports. You know, the Broadway play, I guess the thing I don't like is that trying out for different sports, I think it take away from the story. He should have just skipped that part and he's playing track, simple. Anyway, Danny tried out for track, he was jumping on stuff, and then Danny hurt himself. And then Sandy is watching. And Sandy went in and checked on Danny and seeing Danny's okay. And I said okay. Anyway, Sandy decided to give Danny a second chance, and they went to the diner. But Danny sees all his friends, and he wants to explain the product properly to Danny. And all his friends shows up, the girls and the guys. They're all shown up and trying to interfere. I don't blame Danny Zuko for wanting some privacy. Talk to Sandy alone. Anyway, the gang gets split up, and Betty called Kendrick a pig and put a cigarette in it. It's foreshadowing that maybe Betty did something wrong. And it's a funny part of this great line. Betty Rizzo called Kendrick a pig. Danny and Sandy, all of them left. And you got Fringy. Fringy stays behind. And the reason Fringy that stays behind, I like Fringy's character. Her goal was to go to beauty school. Fringy's goal was to go to beauty school. And Fringy recognized that wasn't like it seems to be. It's harder. And she dropped out of beauty school. And she's doing something else. She might be looking doing something else at the high school. But it turned out beauty school wasn't it. And she started to have daydreaming about her guardian angel. And the song Beauty School Dropout nails it. It was supposed to be sung by Elvis Presley. Fun fact, Elvis Presley was supposed to be in this movie, but Elvis Presley died, turned it down, and plus he died. Here's another fun fact. Look at Me, Sandra Dee was also a nod to Elvis. I think I heard that Visitor's Hickeys might have been real. Anyway, story for another time. And she feels disappointed. And Miss comes to say, that's okay. That's okay. I think it does well. I believe that Frenchie gets a new job. Got an opportunity to get a job. Then we get to the part that Rizzo is mean than usual. She tells her friend Marty her secret that Rizzo is pregnant. And then Marty accidentally spilled the beans, and she was disappointed and caught it. And Kendricks went up to Rizzo and like, Rizzo, why didn't you tell me? Some people come up at accidents. Great. And then the gang gets ready for the car race. Is getting ready for the car race. Kendrick's got his car ready, and he's ready to beat the asshole dude. The scorpion guy. But before we get to that part, you get a conversation between Betty Rizzo and Sandy. And Sandy said, we might not be best of friends. And you seen that Sandy Rizzo kind of accepting it. But we know that this part is in the movie that Rizzo is pregnant. And she's got called Trash, and what's it feel like being trashy? Rizzo is a mean girl, and she looks like she's gonna come out not mean no more. Rizzo sings a song, The Worst Things I Can Do, and it shows Rizzo's character that she's kind of changing. It's an amazing song, great song. Saranda Conley did a very good job. Cendric's Conley did a very good job playing. Her singing voice was amazing in this scene, and it shows that Betty's character. I like her character in this movie, in this film. And here's the best part of the scene. Except for her going to the car race, she went inside the school to think about her life. Then we get a car race, and Kendricks was going to race. He get race, the Scorpion dude, he gets knocked out, and Danny Zuko decided to drive. Danny Zuko was an amazing race, won the race, and the dude loser lost everything. The actors are great in this film. And you see Sandy just standing there, singing to herself, I am Sandy. This song is the opposite. Look at me, I'm Sandra D. And meaning that she really loves, that she really wants to change for Danny. And you sing close to the end that Danny was, and you sing at the end that Sandy changed. She wear a hairstyle, she smoked a cigarette, and she stomped on it. And then Danny was going to change for her. And she sang, What You Want From Me. And that song was added from the movie for the movie as well. And I sing Wampa, and the song in the movie ended. I sing the song Betty Rizzo. Turned out Rizzo was not pregnant, false alarm, and they went back together, and the reason why they went back together. And they left happy. Danny and Sandy all sing their song We Together. And all live happy ever. Here's my thoughts of Grease, my review. I love the character growth between Danny and Sandy. I think it's a good love story. The positives of the movie, the music of the film is great. Summer Night is a great song. Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee is another great song. My favorite, Hopeless and Devolve, that Sandy sing, Olivia Newton-John sing, was the reason why it was Oscar nominated. That song is gold, and Olivia Newton-John did a very good job singing that song. And the song, another thing I want to add, Fringy's character is going. I think I like the part that Fringy was a beauty school dropout. She dropped out of beauty school is because sometimes in life that's how it is, and that's okay. That's life is. You might not be able to go to your favorite job one day, or get your favorite thing you like as you think it is. You might have to switch jobs. People does it all the time in life, and I like Fringy's character. I think she does a very good job. Dee Connie does a very good job playing Fringe. All the characters are good. Jen is a good character. Marty is a good character. Kendrick and Sonny, all the other characters are good in this film. Another thing I want to add, the character growth, not just between Sandy and Danny, but a big character growth between Rizzo's character. Rizzo went from a mean girl and she changed as well. And we find out that she went from being except to being a nice person. Not changing too much because Rizzo is Rizzo. She's just in high school and she needs to learn to grow up. That she would change. Man, I really do love the growth of Rizzo's character. I think she's a good character. Chandra does a very good job playing her. And at age 33, she does a very good job playing Betty Rizzo. Character from Mean Girl to Good Girl. And it's all work out. Some of y'all might be thinking that she shouldn't be pregnant, that she should be pregnant because it takes away, but I don't think it doesn't take away. I think it's to teach a lesson that, hey, having sex before you marry is dangerous. And you should never do it, does it? Yeah, and sometimes people could be lucky not to get pregnant. And so it shows that you can still be pregnant. But I think I do, the way the movie is, I like the happy ending of Wizards not being pregnant. A lot of people complain that Sandy should never change and ruin her character, but I disagree. Sandy's changing for Danny as falling in love, and he cares about her. And Danny did the same thing for Sandy. It ain't like Sandy hasn't changed that much. She's still the same Sandy. People do those things to fall in love. It is a great love story. In conclusion, I think Grease. And they run up in the sunset. Look, fun thing first. I don't like being conspiracy theories. The car flying is a running off into the sunset. That's it. Anyway, my thoughts on Grease. Grease is a very good movie. It's a very good shows between friendship. And I think it takes you back to high school. It takes me back to high school. What's life in high school? And it's also a good love story between Danny and Sandy. Sandy, I agree that Sandy changed her lifestyle around. And I agree that Danny also changed his lifestyle. Not changing too much who they are. Not changing too much who they are. And it works. And I think Grease is a loving, good story. It's a very good musical and deserved to have 4 stars. My little bit complaint, maybe the pacing or Danny playing the sports was probably unnecessary. And the character of Rizzo, her character Griff is great. She could also have her own movie of Rizzo and be great. Anyway, that's the end of my Grease review. Grease, what you think about it? You love it? Hate it? Let me know in the comment section. I love Grease. I think it's a very good movie. Grease. What you guys think about it? Love it? Hate it? Let me know in the comment section below. Please like this video and enjoy it. Please subscribe to Kent's Films Review. And see you guys next time on Kent's Film Reviews. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.